Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with weekly forecast for Aquarius for the week beginning the 17th of July 2017. Now, I just want to say, Aquarius, before I start this reading, I am away on holiday for a week, so I won't be doing any personal readings until the week beginning the 24th. You still can make a booking, so that you're booked in. The bookings are going already, so be quick if you want in that week. The link is below. Take you straight to my website where there's a booking page, and you can sort of see what time suits you. Okay, but if anybody sends me emails or social media messages, I won't be replying because I'm having a little bit of a technology break. Okay, so I am back to work the 24th and I am available then. So right, this week, Aquarius, for you, there's a I don't know. I'm sorry, it's not looking like the best week for you, but as I always say, don't shoot the messenger. I feel that there is an emptiness around. This is what I'm getting. I feel this is something that's come out of the blue. Now, this could have been a relationship breakdown. It could have been something you've heard. It could be to do with family or something. There's some sort of emotional pain, I feel, this week that you will be experiencing, something that you weren't expecting. Okay. And like I say, there's this feeling of emptiness, this feeling of being a little bit lost as well. Please don't let this consume you. This is what I'm saying. Be receptive to it. Be open to it. This is the message this week. I feel that this healing needs to be done around you. I don't know if any of you have been having problems with your throat, sore throat, losing your voice or something like this, but I do feel this is connected to emotional issues rather than actual sort of a physical issue or something being seriously wrong with this. I feel this is just like emotion. So I do feel there seems to be a blockage around the throat chakra. This might be because you're choked up, because I do feel that there could be tears this week as well. A lot of emotions coming to the surface. Now, these could be old emotions that are suddenly resurfacing as well, they're saying. And it's like I say, I really don't try not to let them consume you, because that is the warning that's coming in. If you let them consume you, then you could go into this sort of headspace where your head is a bit like a tumble dryer, going this way, that way, and everything like that. Your sleep could be affected and things. Things are not as bad as they seem, okay? They're saying here, whatever is going on, it can be worked out. And if these are old emotions that are coming up, they're coming up to be to the surface to be worked through, okay? So there is work to do on either yourself or a situation this week. You are strong enough to do this. Take back your power. This is what they're saying, step into your power. Don't let these emotions or anybody take your power away from you this week. I really feel you need to protect yourself there. They're showing me, like I say, this. If any of you go for Reiki treatments, I would really advise going for one this week, because they're showing me that there's this blockage in your throat, but also a blockage in your solar plexus. So this is your power center, and it seems to either be going the wrong way where you're feeling quite disempowered. So it's got to get it spinning again. This is it. So this is where the work is. The work is needed on you. I want to say here as well, please don't try and drown these emotions out. Please don't head for alcohol or drugs or sex or anything like that, that takes your mind off it. These emotions need to be felt, okay? I'm not judging on any of them. Do them. That is absolutely great. Do that. Knock yourself out. But don't do it to mask some pain. Okay, if you want to do it because that's what you want to do and that's fun. Don't do it to try and mask feelings, because them feelings will still be there. Okay, and this is why they're coming to the surface, because they need to be sorted in order for you to go forward into your future. Okay, I want to say as well, when I'm talking about judging, please don't judge anybody else because you don't like to be judged. Don't try and take the moral high ground here. Often when we are hurting or when we are feeling under attack, we try to attack back and we try to put somebody else down. That is not the way this week, Aquarius. Be receptive, keep yourself aligned, keep yourself centered, no matter what is going on externally. Okay, I do feel there's going to be a lot of help from spirit. Please remember to tap into them. Tap into spirit rather than tapping into your ego, because your ego is not your friend. Sorry, there's a fly flying all around there. It's quite irritating, and I feel this is how you could feel this week. Things could irritate you, but like I say, remember that this is coming from something within you rather than external. Okay, I'm not telling you off here. I'm actually giving you advice that if you heed it, it will make this week go quicker, because I feel you are in a good position here. Okay, some of you may be thinking of a loss that you've had in the past. This could be somebody that's actually passed on, and I feel that because they're showing me lilies, so there could be a remembrance as well this week. So this could be why the emotions are actually coming up as well, but remember, we are eternal, we are energy. Energy cannot be created and cannot be destroyed. So even if somebody has left this earth plane on a physical level, they are still there. They haven't gone. It's like, there's no such thing as dying. In a way, we die in a physical sense but not in a spirit sense. Don't know why they were bringing that in. Love is eternal and life is eternal, they're saying. So please don't put your life on hold. This is what they're talking about. I feel there are decisions for you to make this week, and what they're saying is, please don't make them this week. Be patient. I feel anything this week, the message coming through here is, don't be rash. Don't be rash this week. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't be quick to condemn, even yourself. Like I say, just be with your feelings, allow them. Don't chase them, and don't let them consume you neither. But be patient as well. I feel there could be a relationship as well that you are holding back, or the other person might be holding back on. There is communication needed here, rather than, it's not going to be tit for tat this, do you know what I mean? It's not going to be like scoring points. That is not going to get you to win. Scoring points will make you lose. What you need is to sit down and actually talk clearly and concisely, and this will bring clarity. Okay, don't know if this is a romantic relationship or a work relationship, friendship, whatever, but there's something where it's the air needs to be cleared, and this will only be through clear communication. Like I say, this throat chakra thing, I feel there's things you need to say. Get them off your chest, but be careful how you say them. Okay, don't say them as an attack, because you will then get an attack back. Okay, be very open and come from a place of love, and this will actually help you a lot more. I feel that there is an earth sign who is connected to you in some way, or there could be an earth sign who you want to be connected with you, but they're disconnected in some way. There's something keeping you apart. Now, this could be this wedge that needs clearing. This could be what it is, but it's, please, again, they're saying, don't try to be authoritative with this. Be more open. You can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. There is no need to control a situation, Aquarius. They're saying here that strength will come when you can be gentle and kind. As the old Smith song said, they said there, it takes guts to be gentle and kind. Okay, so this is it. Gentle and kind in your persona and with your words this week. Think about your words and think, is this necessary? Okay, is this kind? And is this going to help? That's what you need to think before you speak this week. Okay, be prepared as well to offer an olive branch to somebody. Meet them halfway. This doesn't say that you're admitting you're wrong. Okay, so please don't think that. But what this is saying is you're admitting that you are strong enough to actually want to work things out. Okay, so like I say, there is strength in this. This will stop any confusion as well. So like I say, look at things differently. Please don't take anything that's happening personal to you, because when you take it personally, your ego will jump in and think, right, okay, we need to win this battle. And the second your ego jumps in, this is when you've lost it. Okay, so this is a bit of a wake-up call. This is a bit of testing you this week, Aquarius. And like I say, please, with your words are going to be so important this week. And if you don't think something is kind, think before you speak, because I don't want you to like cut your nose off to spite your face. And that could be what's happening here, because there's a big big warning coming in about watch your words, okay? Be a watcher rather than a participant this week. And like I say, listen to the other person before you respond, because, you know, jumping in could leave you in the deep end, because I feel some of the things that you may be thinking are not real. They're coming from a fear base, okay? And fear is false evidence appearing real. So it's not real. Make sure you have the facts before you tackle everything. This is what will bring harmony back in. Harmony restored, healing bringing back in, you know, and you, like I say, being receptive. So a little bit of a funny week for you this week, Aquarius, you know. Speak your truth and speak only truthful words that are kind and gentle. This is what's needed, you know, and this isn't about winning. This is about being fair, okay? So please know, whatever is going on, there are always three sides to the story. There's yours, theirs, and the truth. So like I say, be prepared to meet in the middle, I feel, Aquarius. So I'm going to pull a spirit card for you and see what we have for you. Sorry about that. I feel like I've told you off, but like I say, it's you know, forewarned is forearmed, I always think. And you know, I would hate you to act rashly. You know, it's, what do they say? Act in haste, repent at leisure. And I think that should be your mantra this week, Aquarius. Okay, so right, stay grounded. Okay, keep your head while all around are losing theirs. Right, okay. Aquarius for the week beginning the 17th of July 2017, please. Right. You are entering a time of great love and peace. Be patient and allow the current storm to clear. There's resurrection here, no more wounds, only love predicted for the future. So this is it. I mean, look at that. That looks like a picture of Jesus, doesn't it? Ask yourself this week, what would love do in this situation? What would Jesus do? I mean, whether you're religious or not, I'm not religious at all, you know, but if you look at the type of person that Jesus was meant to be, you know, what would he do in this situation? You know, and like I say, he always came from a place of love, and it was always fair as well, you know. So like I say, that's the message I feel that's needed this week. So I hope that made sense. Please let me know if it did. Like I say, if anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. The link is below, and I will be back on the 24th, okay? But like I say, bite that tongue a bit this week, Aquarius. You will thank me for it after, okay? Satnam.